me talk first about dream. The first thing we need to realize, and that's very obvious, but some people forget that, is that companies like universities, we are a group of people. I mean, our people equals our company. It's not the opposite, right? So there's no such a thing as a company. What you have is our people. If our people are excited, learning, progressing, with adrenaline, going faster, so is the company. If people are misinformed, going different directions, not knowing exactly what's happening, doing different things in a non-coordinated fashion, the company stalls. So, you know, people equals company, not the opposite. And because of that, to talk about dream is something that should be very natural to people, because we all dream every night. Sometimes good dreams, sometimes bad dreams, but we know what dreams are. So we don't talk about mission, vision, any of those things. We talk about a company dream. Because we believe that a company dream is something that you don't need to explain a mission and vision and this and that. You need to explain what the differences are and all that. A dream, everybody knows what it is. It's something that's stretched, aspirational, that you have to work hard to get there, and you're going to derive a lot of pleasure once you get there. You're going to be a happy person once you get there and accomplish. And then you dream big again. And the thing we learn time and again is that dreaming big or small takes the same amount of energy. So we always said to ourselves and to our people, why don't we dream big? Because it takes the same amount of energy. Nobody's going to knock on our door and say, hey, you're dreaming small, why don't you dream bigger? It has to come from within, things we believe we can accomplish. So let's put out a big dream that has a couple of functions or roles within the company. It has to be something that touches everybody, that gets people excited for a common goal, gets people committed to that thing, and that gets people passionate about getting there. Because it's hard. Again, it's a dream, it's a stretch, right? And the beautiful thing about the dream is that it opens a gap. Because if you're, as a company, and again, we only live once, so it's very sad to work for a company that's just trying to survive and make ends meet, as opposed to being best in class. And best in class is being redefined every day by competition, by consumers and their expectations. So what used to be very good 10 years ago, today doesn't cut it anymore. So that is a concept that's always evolving. And when we say we're trying to build the best beer company by bringing people together for a better world, the best beer company will never get there. We're always trying to get there. But once you get closer to it, the target moves because it's being redefined. But the good thing about having a big dream is that you open a big gap. You say, we're here today. Our dream is to come here. That's a gap. And now we have to close the gap. And the only reason managers in the company, in the broader sense of the word, exist, we managers, is to really open gaps and close gaps. That's the way you do things. I'm sure when you guys came to Darden, you also thought you had a gap. You said, you know what, I'd like, in terms of my education, exposure to business issues, to be here. I'm here. I want to close this gap. I'll wait to close it. I think Darden will do it for me, together with my hard work. So the good thing about having a big dream is that you get people to really think in a different way. Then you connect targets to it and compensation to it. So it's a whole system that works together. And once you set the bar high, people have to think in a different way. I always say, if you go to an athlete who's a high jumper, a good guy in terms of high jump, and you put the threshold here, nobody's going to jump here. Because human beings are rational. We're going to use energy. We're going to conserve energy. So if it's being asked to jump here, I'm going to jump enough to clear the hurdle. And then if you raise the bar and you can still clear the hurdle, you say, well, I didn't know it was that good. And then you continue to do that until you find what your limit is. But we think it's very sad for you to go through life, since you only live once, without knowing what your full potential can be. And that's why we like to stretch people. Because it's only when you take people out of their comfort zone that we all evolve. Right? I mean, I'm sure when you came to Darden, that first finance class, strategy class, marketing class, took you out of your comfort zone, right? Having to participate in class, have to have an opinion, have to expose yourselves. But isn't that how you grow? When you have to get out of your comfort zone? So in our company, we believe that the way to develop people is doing exactly that. To take people all the time from their comfort zone. And be always stretching people. Because then it's the high jump. People start saying, you know, the first time you put the bar high, and the guy says, I'm not sure I can do that. And he jumps, he or she. And then the next time, the The guy says, you know what, I like this. Give me a bigger bone. I want to chew a bigger bone because I like this thing of stretch targets and accomplishing things that I thought I would not be able to do it because I'm getting to know more about myself. You know, so we think it's very sad again to go through life without giving people to experience their full potential and exposing them to different situations so they learn more about what they can accomplish and what they like and what they're good at. So, and we can only do that by changing people, having a career that's zigzag between different areas of the company, and always taking them out of the comfort zone, all of us. Okay? So that's the dream.